We already have seen the worst movie of 2012. It came out yesterday. It wasn't screened for critics, because if it had screened for critics, the critics would have told everybody how bad it was. And it's called The Devil Inside, and it has to be the worst movie of 2012. I have to believe that that's true, otherwise why go on? Why would I wake up tomorrow if I thought it could get worse than that? It's a fake documentary about an exorcism, just like that other fake documentary about an exorcism. I love the fact that this is now such a hackneyed genre that there are multiple fake documentary movies about exorcisms. The other one, of course, being The Last Exorcism, which came out in 2010 and is a much superior movie to this one. And to talk about the different ways in which it's an excremental bad movie would be to describe the different whiffs you get from inhaling deeply into a pile of shit. It's a little horsey. Oh, this one's tangy. It's the story of a woman, I guess, who, for some reason, is friends with a person. We learn his name is Michael about halfway into the movie, who is making a movie with 3 or 4 different cameramen, even though there's only one of him, about her mother's possession. Her mother murdered 3 people during an exorcism in 1989 and then was transferred to Italy, a mental institution in Italy somehow. Never explained why. Oh, this lady murdered 3 people. Yep, government sent her to Italy. That's how it works. Then she finds out that the murder was during an exorcism, so she hooks up with some priests, one English priest and one American priest, who work in Italy, conducting baptisms in English for Italian people. The British person, my favorite part, has a whole conversation with an Italian person where he speaks English and she speaks Italian, where he's like, I need to see Susanna. And she's like, and he's like, in the basement? It's not magical realism, it's not a fantasy film, it's not animated. It's supposed to be a documentary where two characters have a whole conversation, they don't actually speak the same language. It's filled with just sheer idiocy. There's a handful of kind of, I guess, scary scenes, and then the movie ends right at the beginning of the 3rd act. I'm not even exaggerating. It ends, it's a hard end. It goes, arch! And it ends, and the conclusion is actually, you don't find out what happens to any of the characters at all. I'm not exaggerating. This actually is what happens in the movie. It just ends, and then they put up a website on the end, and they say, for more information, go here. And it's like, I've been talking about how bad this movie is for a long time in this little review. And that's not what movie reviews, what are they for? You haven't seen it, I have. I paid to see it. And ultimately, I'm telling you how to spend your money. I'm not telling you what kind of art to believe in or what kind of art to make. Ultimately, at the root cause, I'm telling you do or do not spend your money. Don't spend it on this. It's like spending your money on a bag of chips, a knockoff bag of chips. Like you say I want fake documentary exorcism chips, but I don't want the expensive good kind. I'm gonna go get the no-name kind bag of chips, and then you start eating them, and you're like, oh God, these chips taste like shit, they're so horrible. And then you get 2/3 of the way through, and your hand hits an air pocket that's with an invisible membrane, and there's a thing inside that says, for more chips, go to www.chips.com. It's like you get robbed out of the last third of the garbage that you paid for. That's how upsetting and bad this experience is. Horrible all the way around. There's almost nothing good. So what should you watch instead? Watch a video of this guy whistling. Or watch the joke version that somebody put in. This is good singing. Or watch an actual documentary. Remember like actual documentaries? When people just didn't like rip off the idea of documentaries to make the worst horror films of all time. Remember when it was a thing? Remember when people were like, yeah, we'll talk to real humans rather than shitty actors pretending to be real humans. Watch Paradise Lost, and it's a really good documentary about people that believe dumb stuff about Satan, just like the fake movie about people that believe dumb stuff about Satan. It's a really good actual documentary.